We've known for quite a while that coconut oil is good for you. But few people really dig in to understand why coconut oil is good for you. What are the parts of coconut oil that give you the most weight loss and the most cognitive benefits? However, regular MCT oil is only 6 times stronger than coconut oil. And as a biohacker, I know that I can do better. And I did do better. That's why Brain Octane Oil exists. Brain Octane Oil is 18 times stronger than coconut oil. And it's 3 times stronger than upgraded MCT oil. It is the most pure essence of coconut oil that has the biggest boost in mental function. It also has a lower incidence of GI upset, so you can take more of it than you can of plain coconut oil or even MCT oil. Brain Octane Oil is what I use every single morning to make the most impactful cup of bulletproof coffee. It's what I add to almost every meal to keep my body in the highest fat burning zone possible. Brain Octane Oil is so strong that even if you consume carbohydrates with it, you can still manufacture ketones in your blood. Ketones are a primary marker of fat burning metabolism in the human body. Ketones also help to fuel your brain to make you feel amazing levels of focus and energy. You owe it to yourself to experience the difference between Brain Octane and plain coconut oil. They're not even in the same universe. In order to make bulletproof coffee, the first step is to brew it using the right beans. Upgraded coffee beans are something that I created for the highest possible mental and physical performance. It's coffee that's processed differently than other coffee. It tastes even better than normal coffee, but it gives you a very different mental feeling. There's 2 methods that I recommend for brewing. The first is called a French press. You can buy these for about $10 at a lot of grocery stores now. It's a simple way to make coffee. All you need is water just off of a boil and coffee that's ground evenly. Or you can use a pour-over method with a metal filter, which is what I'll demonstrate here. I'm pouring water that's just off a boil. The proper amount of time for brewing coffee is about 4 minutes, whether it's a French press or a pour-over. So what I'm going to do here is pour the coffee gently and slowly through the grounds for ideally about 4 minutes. One of the reasons I like the pour-over method is that it's one of the few times I slow down during the day. It's a little bit meditative when you just gently, slowly pour just the right amount of hot water over coffee to make the most delicious coffee. You'll also see there's a layer of foam called the crema on top of the coffee. This is a sign that your beans are fresh. When you buy most coffee, even the big label coffee, it's not fresh roasted like this, and it doesn't have that layer of foam on the top. We're going to add fresh brewed hot black coffee made with the toxin-free upgraded beans to the blender. I've preheated this blender with hot water so it won't cool the coffee off very much. And there are 2 other ingredients you have to get right in order to make bulletproof coffee. The first one is butter from grass-fed cows, about 2 tablespoons. You can see this butter is a yellow color. This is because it's butter from cows that ate grass. Normal butter or margarine or some other kind of oil won't cut it. You will not get the satisfying lack of food craving effects, and you won't get the mental clarity that are possible when you do this right. Don't mess around with cheap butter. If you're concerned about the butter adding a buttery taste, it adds a creamy, amazing, delicious taste. The next ingredient that is absolutely required, you owe it to yourself to try it made this way one time. It's called Brain Octane Oil. Brain Octane Oil is 18 times stronger than coconut oil, specifically for mental clarity. It's designed for metabolic function. You take about 1 tablespoon of this for every 2 tablespoons of butter. Some people do better on far less. When you start using Brain Octane Oil, start with only a teaspoon and see how much your body likes. It is very strong, especially up here. Next, we add the hot coffee. And we're going to blend it. You'll notice we're using a full power blender. The more you blend it, the better it is. Mixing it with a spoon doesn't cut it. Blend it. Now you'll see it's already got a head of foam on it, and I'm going to pour it into a beaker so you can see what it really looks like. See the head of foam that's formed on it? This is similar to what you get with a latte. There are actually little bubbles still coming to the surface, just like a freshly steamed latte, but the flavor is something that you wouldn't expect. It is creamier and more delicious than a latte ever has a chance of being, not to mention it has metabolic effects, like it helps you lose weight and it makes you feel amazing focus for hours and hours. Wow, I never get tired of that.